It's middle of winter, it's February here in the UK, and I'm tired of being cold on my bike. I've been riding for, what, 10 years or so, and putting up with the cold, freezing hands and all of that, so I've decided to do this. So I bought two things really. I got some Oxford hot grips. I didn't even buy them, I got them for free, so it's a bit of a bargain there. So I've got some heated grips for the MT09. I'll talk you through how I fitted those. And I also got some really snazzy Barkbuster carbon handguards as well. So a bit of functional bling there to keep the wind off, keep the weather off. So fitting the hot grips is really super easy, even for someone, I'm not the most technically minded rider. It took me less than an hour to do. Just connect everything to the battery, put everything together and just check to make sure it works. Do recommend you just make sure you've got working units before you start fitting everything and cutting your existing hand grips off. Take your bar ends off, cut the existing grips off. Oxford do recommend that on the throttle side you might have to file things down on the actual unit where you slide the grip onto, but on the MT09 it was just a smooth finish, so there's no sanding to do or filing to do. Just make sure all the excess of the existing glue, you take that off, just wipe that off with some panel wipe, put the new grips on, and then find a place to put the control unit. Now Oxford recommend that you put it on the clutch side. It's got two holes to fit the mounting plate to the clutch side, but on the MT09 there's only one screw on the front of the clutch side of it that you can actually attach it to. What I've done is mounted it to the brake side. There's two screws there which fit perfectly, and it looks quite tidy against kind of the kill switch of the bike, then the Oxford dials. It looks quite nice and tidy. Once you've got all that connected, you've got your grips on, do make sure you use some proper glue on there as well. I used some Gorilla Glue. The most trickiest part I found was to actually tidy up the cables. You do get a lot of excess cabling. If you're riding a sports bike or a touring bike, you can easily just hide that in compartments and behind paneling, but on a naked bike like this I had to get a little bit creative. But luckily the MT09 does have quite a bit of exposed wiring, so what I've done is been able to bundle it all together nicely and actually conceal it behind some of the existing wiring just behind the front fork. So that's worked out quite well, and that's it. You start the engine, they turn on straight away. When you turn the engine off, the system will actually monitor to see how much charge is going in, and if it detects the engine's off and there's not enough charge in the battery, then it will kill them as well. So even if you do leave them on or you forget to turn the unit off when you stop, they will stop working automatically. So it's quite a handy, incredibly simple system. I've tried them already, keeping them on the minimum level here at about 8 degrees here in the moment in the UK, and my hands are toasty warm. So next up is the really cool part for me. I really wanted to fit some hand grips to the MT09. Like I say, I love the old Street Rally 2014 version that Yamaha brought out, and so I found this model from people called Barkbusters. They do proper off-road enduro motocross style handguards with the two-piece fitting as well, fitting to the bar end and actually clamping onto the bar as well to provide proper impact protection. These aren't those. They do two different types, those, and they do more kind of weather protecting ones. So all these are is essentially a bar which then screws into the bar end, so it replaces the bar end, and then you mount the shielding parts, the separate protector part onto that bar, onto that frame, and that's all there is to it. It's really simple. So the bar itself is actually quite heavy duty. It feels strong and really sturdy, like it could take a good clout. And the carbon bit that I got, yeah, you can get plastic versions of all different shapes and sizes and colours. I went for the carbon because it looks super trick and super cool, and really easy to fit as well. Just sticks on, and then you have some screws that you can attach a clamp to. Barkbusters do say that these particular ones I've got fitted aren't designed for impact protection, so if you do come off they probably will move or bend or whatever, because it is essentially just attaching into where the bar end is. Taking it out for a good ride, taking it up to acceptable speeds, and they don't move at all. They're sturdy. They do exactly what they should be doing in terms of deflecting the wind, and hopefully when it starts raining it'll deflect a bit of rain as well. So now I've got my my Barkbusters fitted, I've got my hot grips fitted. I am super kitted out for the winter weather, even though we're in February, probably only got a month to go, but who cares? But hey, it looks super trick. I love the way it looks. Got the screen, got these handguards now. It's looking a bit kind of rally-esque, What do you think? Drop a comment below if you like the look of my new kind of MT09 SP / rally setup going on. Obviously before I fitted all this I did have some CRG lane splitter bar end mirrors, but riding down the motorways in the pitch black of night in the winter, it's really not the most practical way to see behind you. They look very cool and they're great for the photos, but I've actually put the original OEM mirrors, Yamaha mirrors, back on, and it's actually really nice to be able to see out the back. So I put the stock mirrors back on, and I've got my handguards. And yeah, tell me what you think, drop a comment below, and I'll see you next time.